Well, it really doesn't feel like we're about to enter the final chapter of version 3 in this game. And as you know, yesterday we just received some quite shocking information about remarketing info for the upcoming 3.7. Yep, Cyrene is coming out soon, guys. Actually, there's already a lot of information circulating about this character, such as potential teammates who would be a good fit for her and of course rumors about her kit. And I think this character is a must-have, absolutely must-pull. Why? Hold on your horses and let's get straight into the video. Let's do this. Do you have a character or weapon in the game that you really want but you don't have enough stellar jades? Here is a smarter way to recharge your favorite games like Genshin Impact and honkaistarrail. Look no further than Lootbar. Lootbar is the most reliable top-up platform. It saves up to 23% for all orders compared with the official channel, and it provides an 80% off for your first purchase. It's 100% safe as you will only be using your UID. We will buy pack for 30,000 stellar jades for $42, which otherwise would have costed $50, totally saving $7.5. We received the crystals we purchased in the less than 3 minutes. All recharges will be done through the official channel with miHoYo, which allows you to enjoy all top-up offers. Ready to level up your gaming experience? Check the link in the description to get the amazing discount. First, before we discuss why this character is important and a must-have, we will first discuss some general information about this character. Through the drip marketing posted by HoYoverse yesterday, it has been confirmed that Cyrene will have an ice type with the Remembrance Path. Well, according to the rumors circulating, she has the ability to create territory just like Cyrene and Finan. Unique, isn't it? However, what's even more interesting is that unlike Cyrene and Finan, Cyrene's territory is more focused on providing buffs to teammates, which means Cyrene is likely to be a universal support that can be used in many of current team compositions. If we refer to the lore of this game, this character will likely be a support character for the Crisis Air character that appears in this version. Well, but this is still just a rumor. If I were to assume about her kit, she would eventually have a skill that could target all teammates, which I assume would be a buff that affects all teammates, similar to the skills of Tribi, Robin, and Ranmei, which provide specific buffs for 3 turns. Then, since she was confirmed to have a Remembrance Path, it goes without saying that she has a Memo Sprite, just like all other Remembrance characters. According to some rumors, she has several Memo Sprite skills that can target the entire team. So both Cyrene and her Memo Sprite will be 2 support units within the same character. It hasn't been explained in detail yet about the buffs that will be given, but I'm very confident that the buffs given won't be far off from the true damage buff that can currently only be given by RMC and Tribi through her Idolin 1. Because if we look back at the previous versions, before moving on to the latest one, HoYoverse always releases a character with a kit quite similar to the latest Trailblazer path as a limited character with better buffing abilities. We can see this in Fuke, who is a substitute for HMC, which was released at the end of version 2. Oh yeah, some rumors also say that besides Cyrene being the ideal character for Crisis Air, Cyrene is also rumored to be the best support for Evernight. As we know, Evernight plays the role of sub-DPS for Cyrene. So, with the arrival of Cyrene, it's highly likely that Evernight will shift to the main DPS position in the latest team, most likely replacing the current best ice DPS, which is the Herta. So, there are definitely some strong reasons I can give you about why you should take this character in the future. Well, the reasons are quite simple. Of course, the first and the strongest reason is because she is a waifu for waifu hunters who enjoy collecting waifu characters in this game. No, I'm sorry, that was a joke. Okay, let's be serious for a moment. According to me, the strongest reason is that Cyrene's position itself is rumored to be that of a universal support, just like Tribi, Robin, Ranmei, and Sunday. As we already know, according to the tier list data from Pride.gg, universal supports always and consistently hold a meta position for a considerable amount of time. We can see this in the 2 characters I mentioned, Ranmei and Sunday. These two characters are quite universal and can be used in a wide variety of team types and attributes currently available. So, if the rumor that Cyrene is a universal support is true, then it's clear she is predicted to follow in the footsteps of some of the characters I mentioned earlier. In other words, investing in this character will be very worthwhile. For the next reason, it concerns the circulating rumors that Cyrene will be one of the best support for the Caceres team. If you are currently a player who has invested quite a lot in building this team, then there's no other reason not to take Cyrene in version 3.7. Because with Cyrene in the team, Caceres' damage output will increase even further. And for the final reason I can mention in this video, there's a new path change for RMC. Yes, this is the reason I always discuss and explain repeatedly with each version change towards a new version. Since we will be getting a new path for Trailblazer, the Trailblazer's role as RMC will certainly disappear in the next version. This means we will lose RMC, who has a various of very interesting buffs, especially the true damage buff possessed by Man. Especially if Cyrene can provide the same buffs as RMC, making Cyrene a must-have character to replace RMC, who will change paths in the next version. Next, we will also briefly discuss predictions for the team composition that will be suitable for Cyrene in the future. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, Cyrene is rumored to have a universal buff, assuming she will increase the damage of teammates regardless of the DPS character scaling, whether they are HP or attack scaling characters. So, with this in mind, the first team that has the potential to be a team for Cyrene is the Caceres team. Why? First, we must remember that Cyrene is a remembrance character with memo sprites, okay? Meaning, she will be ideal with the Caceres team, which has a kit to absorb all HP from teammates. Because remembrance characters have 2 units within one character, it makes Caceres' kit move more effectively, as she can gain more stacks. Additionally, since RMC will get a new path in the future, it's clear that Cyrene will most likely take over RMC position within the team as the main support. For the next team combination, it's Evernight with the Hypercarry team. Besides being a sub-DPS role, some rumors say that Evernight herself can be used as the main DPS when we use Cyrene as her support. So the potential team composition is as follows: Evernight, Cyrene, RMC, and also Hyacinth. Of course, having 4 remembrance characters in one team makes the buff provided by Evernight optimal, while also increasing Evernight's own damage output thanks to the buffs from Cyrene and RMC within the team. Besides the 2 characters I mentioned earlier, other characters like Alexa, Finan, or Aglaya can also be used alongside Cyrene. Although the characters I've already mentioned each have their best in slot characters, it's not impossible that Cyrene can be used for universal support within that team, especially if you are a new player or currently don't have many support characters that can be used effectively. Am I right? Okay guys, that's probably all for this video. What do you think? Are you planning to pull Cyrene in the upcoming version? Please type in the comments down below, and don't forget to check out my other videos because they are just as cool. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video.